The web is a wonderful provider of resources, and any child across the world can engage with us through the website and share in some of the discoveries. Every year, 100 schools from around the world adopt one of 10 actors in our theatre company and follow them from the first day of rehearsal to the last day of performance via the web. And in so doing, they follow the actor's process and progress in creating a character. I suppose education has become an unfashionable word. I think what's different here is that it's not an add-on, it's really at the heart of the work. And that every day of the year, children from 5 up will be coming here to a theatre to learn through play. About 70,000 students every year from all around the world will come to the Globe and spend half a day or a day here working with one of our Globe education practitioners.
I'm Lara, and I'm a Globe education practitioner. I think if you get children young, then they're excited about the stories, they're excited about the characters. They think Twelfth Night is fantastic because there's a character in it called Sir Toby Belch who burps, you know, and they haven't learned yet to be cynical and scared and worried about it, and they haven't learned yet that Shakespeare's boring or dull or difficult.
Oh sweet Desdemona, oh sweet mistress, speak.
Oh sweet mistress, speak.
A guiltless death I die.
I think it can be very difficult when you're taught Shakespeare in school, and it can become very dry, and you can, you know, because of time, you can end up sitting behind a desk all day long reading it, and they don't understand it and they find it difficult.
I need that tension. You know, you're tense, you're nervous, you're thinking, oh my God, I just killed her. Okay?
And then as soon as you've got an exam to do, it becomes scary and it becomes a pressure, and it becomes, you have to start looking at language that you don't really understand, and it's very difficult to understand if you're sitting behind a desk, because it doesn't make any sense if you're sitting behind a desk. It starts to make sense when you stand up and you start speaking it, and you start thinking about things which actors have to think about.
Okay, stop. Now, let's just do that little bit again, because it was good. Is everybody listening? Are the girls listening underneath? As soon as you hear the word pain, girls, you should be lying down low and still. Okay, ready?
We don't just pay lip service to education, and we don't just kind of tag on programmes to the theatre department's activities to say, oh yes, and we're doing this amount of education too. It really is an integral part of the work that we do here.
It is the cause, my soul. I shall not shed her blood. She must die.
Sam was adamant that the Globe Theatre was rooted in its community of Southwark. And we have a team dedicated within Globe Education to working with Southwark schools, and we have a mission that over a 3-year period every school in Southwark will have an opportunity to work with Globe Education, be it a primary school, secondary or special educational needs school. And these projects that we run in the community can last a year or 3 years with the same group of children. Some lead to performance, like the Our Theatre project. There are other students that we have a much longer relationship with. For instance, undergraduates may come here and spend 1 term or 1 semester or a whole year with us. Indeed, there's a group of students from Rutgers University, theatre majors, who spend their entire 3rd year here at the Globe working with our Masters of Play, our Masters of Voice, our Master of Movement. Their year ends by putting on a performance on the Globe stage itself.
moi. Mount, mount, mount. So, part 2. This is Romeo and Juliet, that we did in 4 languages.
My favourite.
This is Kathy's favourite bit, and it starts like this. Talk of peace. I hate the word.
I think one of the exciting things for students when they come here for workshops is they start engaging in the rhythm and the metre of the language, which releases an energy that they didn't know these plays had. And I know that in our special educational needs work, for instance, Keith Park draws on the rhythm and metre to engage his students.
Wherefore art thou Romeo? Deny thy father. Refuse thy name. What's in a name? That which we call a rose. By any other name.
Our sense is that the students who come here are quite afraid, thinking Shakespeare isn't for them, or it's dull, or it's old-fashioned, it's tedious, it's irrelevant. You know, leave here thinking, wow,
You rat catcher.
Shakespeare's language is exciting, it's visceral, it empowers.